Open the door. Always make time for him, at least. Good day, my love. Charta. I keep forgetting how handsome he is. Damn it, I feel like a schoolgirl all over again when he looks at me like that. Get your shit together, oh, you old hag. You have a mystery to solve. You don't have time to enjoy things, nor do you deserve to. Ezra, you seem distracted. Oh, it's nothing. I've just missed... You've missed? Yes, missed. Missed out. Missed out on buying food. That's what I meant to say, and why there's no food here. Oh. But please, have a seat by the table. I'll pour us something to drink. That sounds lovely. And may I say you have a vibrant energy about you today. It's quite endearing. Thank you. Now sit down. Oh, I shall, believe me. I walked all the way here, so my legs are quite sore. Even hearing about his sore legs is somehow interesting. He really is my weakness. Okay. Strange that she loves her husband very much, and yet they don't hang out that much, you know? She's still a recluse. Or recluse? I need to find out if he knows anything. Well, she must be sitting there, I guess. That reef seems very unlike you, my love. It does. So why not take it down then? Well, maybe it's me trying to be festive. Fighting my inner demons and all that. Why fight when you can embrace? Are you saying I should be thankful for my issues? I'm saying that maybe not all of your perceived demons are things you need to change. Some of them are just you. That's a nice sentiment, Charta, but I don't know. Let's just say I'm too lazy to take it down. Let's do that. Your home, your rules, my love. I can't help but notice the fact that you keep staring out the window. Are you looking for something? Oh no, it's stupid, but I thought I saw someone out there the other night. Is that so? An intruder, perhaps? Should I call the police? Oh, no, nothing like that, just... Don't worry about it. It's probably just my mind doing what it does best. Acting up, seeing ghosts. Wouldn't be the first time, right? Ezra. It's a non-issue, really. Let's just move past it. Very well. But if you change your mind... I know, Charta. I know. Photo again. Strange. Flowers. Good health. Cruel world. Vase. Does this old thing still come in handy when the sun arrives? I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to use it for that. It mostly just, well, lies around. It's quite easy on the eyes. I don't blame you for allowing it to simply spruce up the place. I've never heard you use the word spruce before. Huh. My grandson tells me that I sometimes sound like an old tree when I talk. His words, not mine. In the interest of staying hip, as it were, I decided to add some new words to my vocabulary. I see. And spruce is among the new words because of the wordplay, I assume. Old tree? Tree? Spruce? Oh. Huh. Would you believe I didn't realize that until just now? Oh my, that is rich. Damn, I can't believe I thought of a pun before you did. You must be getting old. Quite. But damn, I don't like it when you use filthy words, my love. You are above that. Oh, right, sorry. Shit. Ezra? Just getting out of my system. Fair enough. I don't know, I think it's pretty funny that she just swears all the time. As long as you're using it, and if she uses it like in a mean way, which she often does, then it's like, you know, not cool. But like when she just swears just for not really directing at anybody in particular, I think it's fine. I don't know. Anyway. Whatever. Doesn't have to talk all fancy all the time, Alright, I think I looked at everything. I think so. Drawers, still nothing in the drawers. Okay, well, I think I'm clicking on stuff multiple times. Let's click on him. Let's talk for a while. Talk about stuff. Pre-prepared topics of discussion? I'm quite enjoying this already. Do you regret marrying your way into this terrible family? Terrible? Hardly. Being a Caceres has been the highlight of my life. I could afford this expensive suit, you see. All yellow. A sad excuse for a life, then. Ezra, I believe that life, at least to a large degree, is what you make of it. The things you experienced in childhood and early adulthood were regrettable, to say the least. But now we're here, the two of us, and we have this strange but loving family surrounding us. You are the perfect man, Charta. But when it comes to this, we will never see eye to eye. You're the most important person in the world to me. However, the rest of them, they can burn for all I care. After all, it's their fault that I can't be around people for longer periods of time. Not even you, as sublime as you are to me. The feelings are too strong, and the shaking and the sweating. And you needn't explain, my love. Your feelings for your family are understandably complex, and no one, least of all me, would ever dream of holding it against you. But sometimes, the only way forward is to let things go. Let it go. Let it go. You know, like that movie? No. I've heard that a million times. I know. And if you choose not to listen, that is your prerogative. My feelings for you won't change. Ever. This is merely advice, from a husband to his wife. Right. I appreciate it. That's good to hear. How about you, Megania? When did you realize that you wanted me and not my sister? This again, my love? I find myself needing to hear some reassuring words. I'm having a hard time with myself right now. When talking to her, I can't shake the feeling that the two of you have so much more in common than you and I. So if you don't mind, very well. Your sister is a lovely woman. Not off to a great start. Now, be patient. She is a lovely woman, but... Yes? She isn't you. Okay, what a cop-out. That's it? Yes. What more needs to be said? Maybe more details? How about this detail? I love you. Fine. Huh. I know that the way I treat others is quite... shit. I thought you didn't like filthy words. It was meant to emulate you, my love. And yes, it's true, your demeanor as well. It is what it is, I suppose. Are you ashamed of me? There are times when I wish you'd be kinder to those who show kindness to you. But at the same time, no one understands you like I do. I've been by your side all this time, and I've seen every part of you. As such, I know there's much good in your heart. However deep, one must sometimes delve to find it. Right. You're the only person that's easy for me to be nice to. Everyone else just reminds me of things. Bad things. Begania I can understand, but it's contempt for your son, for our son and grandson. It's a fair bit harder for me to grasp. I don't fully understand myself, but the way I feel about them is... it's like there's nothing there. Like they aren't ours. Mine. I see. I know that's a horrible thing to think or say, but that's how I feel. Perhaps we should steer this dialogue elsewhere. That's probably for the best, yes. It pains me that I can't remember our wedding. Then I shall recall it for you, my love. It was a grand ceremony, with a large number of attendees, much to your dismay, I should add. That sounds about right. The Caceres family was bigger then, and with my many relatives there as well, suffice to say it wasn't a cheap affair. In fact, we went bankrupt, hosting this wedding. No. Isho wasn't much older than Vo is now when he carried our rings up the aisle. He did that, did he? Yes. I wish you could remember this, right? It was truly a day to remember, as they say. I suppose I'll have to settle for all the bad memories that my mind has chosen to keep in place of the good ones. Cheer up, my love. Smiles always suited you bad. Then why did you marry a woman who almost never smiles? Because when a smile does eventually appear, it's always worth it. Damn it. I win again. Okay. I know me isolating myself out here has been tough on you. I won't lie and pretend otherwise. I want you to know that I really tried. But it was just too much. Knowing what I know now, I'm impressed that you stayed with us for as long as you did. We managed to send Isho off to medical school before you left, so not having to raise him on my own was a huge relief. I can't take much credit for raising him regardless. I mean, I can barely remember his childhood except for some spare traumatic parts. Right. But you did your best, my love. And in the end, isn't all we as humans can do? Perhaps so. He turned out well enough, didn't he? Yes. Yes, he did. If I had tried around more, maybe I wouldn't be so angry all the time. But I just can't handle it. The way my body and my mind shuts down when others get too close. And when I spend too much time in their vicinity. That's the curse I carry from my younger days. Okay, so there's like an actual like reason. I don't know if it's a supernatural reason or not, but it could also be just simply trauma. But it seems like she can't get close to people, basically, quite literally. Great. Now my damn mind is spewing poetic shit. Thanks a lot, husband. Right. Use a psychic touch. I'm going to touch you now, husband. Okay. As we are wed, I don't believe an announcement for such a thing is really necessary. Oh, alright, but I meant... I know. I'm just lightening the mood a bit. Do what you have to do. If you believe it's somewhat helpful, then I shall oblige. I thank you for understanding. Okay. I sense love, empathy, loyalty. But what's this? An intense brightness, blinding me with pure white. I've never seen that before. What could it mean? Can't be anything bad, can it? They did say to avoid the woman in white, but there's no woman here. No, there's simply no way. Did you find what you were looking for? I wasn't searching for anything in particular. You weren't? That's awfully cruel, if so, seeing as the experience is hardly pleasant for the recipient. You're right. I'm sorry. No matter, it's over and done with now. Shall we get back to talking? Yes, let's do that. I'm sorry, Charter, for being such a nuisance. Apparently we felt something... a bright light. Well, let me save the game, actually. I feel like I haven't saved in a while. Maybe we did. I don't know. Anyway. Ask about stuff now. He's a beautiful mind. Flatter a man like that, and he won't do anything. He's wanted to do anything you ask. I, of course, am no exception. Charta, would you say that I'm often imagining things? Forgetting things, yes. But imagining them? Occasionally, perhaps. So if I were to tell you that I feel like this day keeps repeating itself, what would you say? I assume you aren't speaking metaphorically. No. Well, my love, in this world there are a few constants. And one of them is that no matter how much we may sometimes desire it, time cannot be turned back. Unless you have time travel powers, but don't worry about that. Therefore, it is simply impossible for a day to repeat itself. Which is why, if you ask me, we must make the most of what we have here and now. Right. Not the answer you're hoping for, I take it. Oh, yes and no, I suppose. I see. Have you seen someone dressed in white recently? Oh, that's... no. I have not. You seem very sure. Ah, yes, there wasn't much thinking needed. White is a color that sticks out to me. That being a fact, I was able to quickly surmise that I haven't seen a woman matching that description as of late. We didn't say woman, we said someone. Yeah, I never said it was a woman. I believe you did, my love. Did I? No. I can look at the history logs if you want me to. No, that's very suspicious. That's very sussy. You're a sussy baka. Husband. You're a sussy baka. Ask about the painting. What are your thoughts on Cruel World, husband? Why, it's a spectacular painting, that's for sure. It's a proper shame that we'll never find out who is the mysterious painter. Or who its mysterious painter really was. So much potential lost. It's beautiful indeed. I'm glad you agree, my love. Did you enjoy this Sevadalaya? I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway. Charta? You don't remember, my love. It's one of my favorites. We used to drink it together all the time when we were younger. Oh, I can't remember us sharing it, Charta. I'm sorry. Oh, that's not your fault, Ezra. It's for the best anyway. The 1986 vintage was discontinued long ago, and that was by far the most prolific year for it. Discontinued. As in impossible to get today? Perhaps not impossible, but definitely improbable. I see. Interesting. I look so happy in that family photo. Is that a bad thing? It's an odd thing. Maybe it was a special day. Apparently not special enough for me to remember it. At least it came out looking quite good, did it not? Sometimes the reason why isn't as important as enjoying the results. More charter wisdom at play, I hear. Always, my love. It appears that I should have thanked Begonia and not you for the cinquefoil. Oh, You found out about that, did you? Yes, she told me. My apologies, Ezra. I did not mean to fool you. However, her idea was so inspired. I truly wanted you to enjoy that gift at any cost. And if they were given to you by her, then... Yes, I know. I turned them into mulch. I appreciate the thought, I suppose. Just don't lie to me again. I promise. Alright. Just double checking. Okay, that's it. All out of words. Poetry, my love, poetry. Okay, I was gonna skip that, but I feel like it's not that important. Was anything else? Guess that's it. So it's time to send him on home. Is it time to bid my love adieu and restart the time loop? Loop again? Guess so. What is it, my love? You have to leave now, Charta. I see. And you're certain that's what you want? Yes. Very well. Then as always, I should be but one phone call away. Thank you. Have a lovely night, Ezra. You too. I guess that's that. Everyone's interrogated, but have I learned anything? Something that can help me out once time resets? If so, I should try talking to everyone again, annoying as that prospect is. Okay, anything part of the game I missed, consider discovering future loops. I guess it's time to sleep then. But my head hurts again. Does that mean... Whoop! This is not my beautiful house. Figures. This horrible place. Why do I keep seeing it? Stop what you're doing, Ezrebeth. For your own good. Stop trying to find me. You only find misery. Stay right where you are. Stay happy. Happy? You can't seriously believe that I'm... This is the happiest you'll ever be. Stop what you're doing. This is your final warning. You... Wait. Stop trying to find me. You're the lady in white. Hey, bitch! Talking to you. You better not ignore... That's though. The residence of the vast versus the wife, mother, grandmother includes by choice. Eep. Here we go again. Here we go again. Click on. Open the door. Sister dearest, Begonia, please come in. Don't mind if I do. Alright. I think of that. Warning, cool world. Or I say haha. Did I say haha? I was trying to say aha. No, not haha. Anyway. Do you like this painting, sister? I do. I should burn it then. Well, that seems excessive. As far as I know, this is the only surviving painting drawn by the legendary RT. It would be a shame to get rid of it for such petty reasons. Petty to you, maybe. Do you know anything else about this RT? Not much. Curiously, no one's ever seen them in the flesh. They made it believe that RT might not be a particular individual, but rather someone's pseudonym. Historically, with such occurrences, though, it was often possible to figure out whose alter ego it was based on technique on display in the artwork. With RT, however, it's very unique. Otherworldly in a sense. Is there nothing else known about them? Well, there was one other account that mattered, but it's dubious at best. Go on. A young girl who claimed to be an apprentice of RT stated that she lost her sight when seeing their clothes. Okay. Really ugly clothes then, I think. Quite the contrary. According to this young girl, RT was dressed in glowing white and beautiful beyond the was dressed in glowing white, beautiful beyond the limits of human understanding. She got blinded by white clothes and died shortly after too, if the story is to be believed. How convenient. Sounds like pure bullshit made up by someone in desperate need of attention. That's what the general public thought as well, for obvious reasons. And so that ends the mystery of RT, never to be solved. Great. Thanks for nothing then. Okay. Oh, okay, that's new actually. You're quite drunk, aren't you? I had a drinking problem, yes. Painful as it is to look back upon. I bet. So, would you drink a 1987 vintage Eau de Philadelphia when you were at your worst? That toxic rubbish? I must shamefully admit that I probably would, yes. You are that far gone, dear sister. Yes. Does that amuse you? Greatly. Stumped. World. Here you go. Begana told me an amusing story about RT, the painting of the cruel world. Or the painter, yeah, painter of the cruel world. Is that so? Apparently, an apprentice of theirs is blind when beholding their white dress. Oh yes, I believe I've heard this story. Her dress must have been immaculate indeed to cause such a reaction. Her dress? Oh, I must have stumbled my words. I suppose in my ancient mind, only women can wear something that's referred to as a dress. Not very hip of me, I shamefully admit. Thus, I must have subconsciously drawn the conclusion that RT is female. I see. Tarta, are you hiding something from me? If so, what could it possibly be? No, he would never. Not him. There's no way. Well, maybe he is. Maybe he is. Referred to as female, even though their gender is unknown technically. Okay, draw a conclusion. That's interesting. Unless there's more to this, but I think we've done everything, I feel like. Tarta. Yes, my love. You've been lying to me. I beg your pardon. Don't deny it. This is hard enough as it is, being betrayed by you. I assure you, Ezra, I've no idea what you're talking about. I didn't want to believe it at first. I told myself that you didn't indeed stumble on your words. But no, you made the same mistake twice, alluding to the lady in white. You knew that the word did not refer to a woman, even though it wasn't specified, and you knew that RT is female. Mere coincidence. Is an old man not allowed a slip of the tongue or two? You can't honestly imply that you've made enemies of the anonymous artist who drew your landscape painting. You're the smartest person I know. In all our years together, I can barely count on one hand the amount of times you've stumbled or slipped up, and now you did so twice, when talking about the Sam damn thing. So don't try to gaslight me, you bastard. Bastard, is it? Tell me who the hell RT is and what she has to do with all this. I bet you know that I'm stuck in a time loop too, don't you? Don't be crazy, Ezra. There's no such thing as time loops. You're clearly complicit. Don't sully your mouth further. I can say what the hell I want. You're supposed to always support me. I don't understand. Fine then. I concede. Oh. You're as clever as they come, my love. What? What's wrong with you? Why do you look like that? Why are we in this place? I can finally stop pretending now. Pretending? Yes. You don't have a husband, you fool. Who could ever love you? I bet you're feeling really good about yourself now. You didn't listen. As a result, well, congratulations. You're one step closer to ruining everything. Ruining what? You're the one that's... Ask your son about the whiskey. I'm sure he can provide some additional insight. If pursuing this further is truly what you desire, that is. But don't say I didn't warn you. Charta, please. This can't be happening. Farewell, my love. Charta! Alright. I feel like we're getting very close to the truth. Even if it may not be desirable. But here we go again. I guess we gotta talk to Ishabo, whatever his name. These are weird names to me, you know? Anyway, if that really happened, Charta, how could you? I mean, they could be real names. It's just like, I'm not familiar with them at all. I'm horrible at pronouncing any name that's not like, you know, English, I guess, or like American, I guess. The one person I trusted. No, I'm not done yet. That shadow said that I should talk to Isabello. What I have to do next has to do with him. Ganya. I mean, we don't even need to talk to Ganya, do we? Time for you to be useful for once, you big dummy. As I keep, like, bullying you and make you feel like you're not worth anything and gaslight you into thinking you're worthless, I guess. That's just parenting, I guess, you know? Ask about the gift of whiskey. Someone told me that I should talk to you about the whiskey. Oh, And what whiskey would that be, Ma? The one you brought in your car. Right, yes. Our gift. You knew about that, didn't you? Figures. I heard a whole speech prepared for its reveal and everything. A speech? Yes, about how nothing is good enough for my wonderful mama, and if everything comes close to it, it would definitely be the stellar 1987 vintage Yo de Salvadalaria. Alas, that plan is now forfeit. Incidentally, who is this someone who told you to talk to me about it? That Kerr has a lot to answer for, spoiling a perfectly good surprise like that. He does indeed, but that doesn't matter anymore. However, you just made the same mistake again. You confused the years. Yeah, I said 1987 instead of 1986. I'm assuming you weren't planning on serving me the horrible 1987 vintage, but rather its pristine 1987 counterpart. Oh, yes, right. As I say, that, by which I mean, of course. Let me guess, you misspoke. Yes. That seems to be today's running theme. What do you mean, Mama? Never mind. You already told me what I need to know. I see. Very well then. Okay. Well, I actually did want to save, actually. Game. So I also actually want to go over here. Gift the whiskey. Kept making mistakes. And now so does Isabella. Collective errors. Our conclusion. Isabella, enough is enough. Mama? I talked to your father already, whatever that thing was. I'm not following. Stop playing dumber than you already are. I should have realized it earlier. I never thought much of you, but I know that you'd never try to make your mother believe that she's going insane. That's right, I never do that. But you did, though. You tried to fool me into thinking that there's nothing wrong with that damn calendar. You almost had me believing it, too, until you started contradicting yourself repeatedly about the whiskey. My son is a constant and terrible disappointment, and that's one mistake he never makes. I know him well enough to say that. So who the hell are you? I considered dragging you along a while longer, but what would be the point? That one idiot already went and said too much. How dare you talk about your father like that? Well, he's not my father. Obviously. He's a shadow, just like Charta. Hell, the child too? I don't have a father, you see. Nor does this little thing standing next to me. Don't call me little thing, asshole. What the hell? I'll take it easy, Grandma. One thing at a time. Hey, stop stealing the show. I'm the one in charge here. Only because she feels sorry for you. What's going on? You're so close, Mama. But you're not going to like what you'll find. So I hear. But it can't be worse than whatever this is. I have to say, she's handling all these developments quite well. It's because of her abilities. What about them? Oops. Well, you shouldn't have said that, moron. She will be angry with you now. Are you talking about RT? Obviously. Hey, maybe you should check on your flowers. I bet Auntie has a thing or two to say about them. You're stealing the show, Runt. If you don't want me to find out what's going on, then why do you keep giving me hints? Well, this is about what we want. It's about what you want. What I want. Bye-bye, Grandmother. Wait. Sweet dreams, Mama. Wait. Yep. Nope. And here we go again. The residence of Ezrebeth Castle, heirs of the vast fortune, sister, wife, mother, grandmother, and recluse by choice. I understand even less now somehow. Is nothing real? Am I even alive? What did those shadows say about my cinquefoil? Actually, when looking at those plants now, they seem tired. As if life is slowly leaving them. How could they be dying if time keeps repeating itself? What was it Begonia said about the health of the flowers being tied to the owners? I need to push on. And the time to do so is now. Okay. Apparently it's updated. Cinquefoil. Clearly dying. Also the profile is got updated, it seems like. Doubted he was even mine. In some sick way, the Shao claimed that he indeed wasn't. This struck me as kind of relieving. Did not share the positive trait. Seeing that apparently was oddly chilling. At least appreciate his gentle demeanor. Wasn't terribly offensive. Okay. Also, I assume this one as well. Petrarca was the only good thing in my life, and now he's gone. Well, anyway. Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, these are little, I guess, little reminders. I guess if you, I feel like they're good if, for some whatever reason, you like, you know, you have to stop playing, come back to it, and then you don't remember what's going on. You can read those little things to get an idea. If you don't remember exactly what's going on, anyway, open the door. Shut up again, Sai. All right. Seems to be in very poor health. Let's save the game. I don't remember. Let's save the game again. Ask about the vase. Or the flowers, rather. Begonia. Yes? What's with these flowers, really? What do you mean? Oh. And look at the state of them. They're withering away. You must be miserable, dear sister. I am, yes. Though I don't think it has anything to do with the plants. It has everything to do with them. Did you know that they... Yes, you told me. They're tied to my health or something to that effect. Correct. I feel so sorry for you. You really believe that they're magical, huh? There was a time when you just laughed at the very prospect of mythological flowers. What happened? I grew up with a magical sister, so I suppose in my older age I may have become a bit of a believer, as it were. Is that right? Yes. Some things can't be explained by rational logic, I'm sure of that now. You're saying that you learned that from me. That's right. And though you're walking about as usual, seemingly alright with that slight leg impairment of yours. Sorry about that, by the way. sorry about breaking your leg, by the way. Your mental well-being is clearly lower than usual, which is saying a lot since it's you. I can't argue with that. The flowers don't lie, dear sister. Just say what you want to say already. Huh? I can see it in your eyes. You have something that you want to tell me. You're right, and I will, soon enough. Alright. Time to draw a conclusion. I'm going to draw this conclusion all over your face with a pencil or something. Before you start, can I just say that it's been a pleasure getting to know you, I mean. You're going to accuse me of not being real, and you'd be right. Please, don't look surprised. Those other imbeciles made it clear from the start that something was off. It's not really their fault, though. We're all just doing what she tells us. You're talking about RT. Yes, I am. So what gave it away? Was it the whole flower shtick? From the start, I felt that you weren't acting like she would. But the way everyone was talking, from all the time I spent out here alone, well, I started to adopt my own memories. Oh, easy to do when you barely have any left. Right. And after that, I started doubting my emotions, too. And then you realize something was wrong. Finding out that you're stuck in a time loop will do that to you. There's another thing you'll have to bring up with her. Or that's another thing you have to bring up with her. And I don't think that's supposed to happen. You're not meant to be aware. Huh? Well, never mind. Please, continue. At any rate, the way you acknowledged my abilities, that was odd to say the least. The real Begonia made my life a living hell. There are limits to how much a person can change. Are you sure about that? That's been my experience at least. And knowing that also provided me with the last clue, which ultimately made me certain about you. And what clue is that? My touch. Using my gift on you showed a complete lack of malice. I wasn't sure what to do with that information originally, but it all makes sense now. You're not my sister. Ironically, you're a better person than she ever was. But if your goal was to deceive me, then you failed spectacularly. Damn. Well, that's my line. Sorry. So what now? Now. This. Whoop. Do you recognize this place? No. Don't lie to me, sister. I'm not lying. I've never seen it before. Oh. You've been having headaches, right? I have. Repressing things will do that to a human, I hear. I'm not repressing anything. Why would I not want to remember? Why indeed? What are you saying? Who knows? Maybe some memories are needed for you to be you, while others are simply painful. I'm being needlessly cryptic. It's been fun. Say, sister. Yes? Take a look at the family photo again, and remember the following. When you wish upon a star, she's going to know where you are. Agania, big talk. Another time loop. I thought it was going to be over after that one. Have to look at the photo again, I guess. Just a house. RT, just a house. RT, just a house. Whoa. You know, when I think of RT now, I think of right trigger, you know? It's on the controller. I don't know. It's almost over. It has to be. Oh, right, the photo. What the hell? I'm not in it? What? Why am I not there? Wait. The last words. Begania said, what were they? Something about wishing upon a star. It seems I didn't even have to wish, because someone's already here. RT. Definitely. Hey, what's up? Have been looking for me, Ezrebeth? Maybe I have. Are you RT? Yes. Is that your real name? Of all the questions you could possibly ask me, you settle for that? My brother is right. You humans really are strange. What? You're not human. Well, duh. To answer your weird old question, I don't have a name. But for a short while, I may have been known as RT. It's one of the many different things humans have called me through the years. What are you talking about? You've had an interesting day, Ezrebeth. In fact, you had many of them. As you probably know by now. How many exactly? Well, I've been observing you through that window for a small eternity. So I'm not entirely sure. Humans think there's no limit to my powers. But the truth is, I'm still learning. It's a bit infuriating, to be honest. Yikes. What the hell's going on? Wow. No reaction much? It's a completely normal reaction, you damn ghost bastard. Hey, I resent that. I am not a ghost. But, I suppose my current form isn't really helping. Well, you've ruined everything anyway, so I might as well reveal myself. Hold on to your butt. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright. The lady in white. And apparently it doesn't look like a dress to me, it's a suit. You know? But that's right. Wait, I didn't say that aloud. Well, reading minds is easy peasy for someone like me, Ezri. Can I call you that, by the way? What? Thanks. I didn't say... So I bet you can't wait to find out what's going on, huh? Well, that's right. Anyone ever tell you that you're a world-class detective? Of course, I had to make the whole thing winnable so you would get too frustrated with little old me. You mean? Yes. I planted little tips all over the place for you to find, like my signature on the painting, and some enticing flowers. Starting with the big old cryptic note, like all the good mysteries do. Once you found out about the loop, you wanted to break free, so I did just the whole thing to keep you happy. Everything I do is making you happy, you know. That's what I do. I keep people in their happy places for all eternity. Yay me. So all of this, is it actually happening? I mean, is it real? Well, as real as it gets for you at this point. What does that mean? It means you're dead, sister. What? It is hell. It's no big deal. Not a big deal. Keep forgetting. Life is so precious to you humans, even though it's not really special at all. I don't get it. Seems like I still have lots to learn, huh? How can you say that's not special? Are you kidding with little RT right now? I've seen your whole life play out, Ezri, and it was not a pretty sight. I've seen horror movies that are less traumatizing. And I can't handle scary stuff at all. You don't know what you're talking about. Uh-huh. Well, life is shit, like you keep saying, right? But at some point, you need to take responsibility. Could have confronted those big old demons. I gave you so many chances too in this little fake world I created for you. It was sad, really. You never took a chance to grow. An infinite amount of holidays, you just kept being bitter about things, mean to everyone, even when I tried making them good and nice to you. You were really hard to please, Ezri. I tried so hard. All of this was fake. I'm dead. Of course. You died alone in this depressing room. No one cared about you, Ezri. You were right all along. Why would you visit a bit old hag like you? Kept walking around, hating everything, doing nothing about it. And then, boom! Some disease or something. Who cares? But you died. That should have been an end of it. Should have gone to that boring place, hang out with my silly brother. But I wanted you, Ezri. Because you're a bit special. Are you talking about my abilities? Yes. They're so interesting. They give me the good old shivers. They're a bit wasted on you, though. I didn't choose to have them. Complaining again, are we? Anywho. They gave me a challenge. Your strange magic thingy made it easier for you to resist my illusions. The real house kept popping back into your mind. That's why I kept seeing it. It took a super long time to make you believe that nice house was real. So much work. So many missed episodes of great TV shows. And then when it finally worked, I had to play around with your mind just a teensy bit. So that you'd be you with less pesky memories that just ruin things. Such a balancing act. But even then, you kept resisting, eventually breaking out of my little construction. At that point, I just had to admit defeat and give you some crumbs to lead you here. And we all love a good scavenger hunt after all. It was you all along. It was super hard. I don't have emotions like humans do, so figuring out which memories are important or not was so tough. I have to admit, I did take a few chances. Which is why some memories end up being real, some false, and some just missing altogether. Exactly. Now you understand why some things didn't make sense to you. Yeah, you must forgive me, Ezri. I was doing it all for your happiness. Sounds to me like it was just some damn experiment. Can it be both? I mean, I gave you the perfect family. The husband you always wanted. A kind sister groveling your feet like you always dreamed of. A son and grandson step all over. Should be thanking me. None of it was real. Charter never left Begonia, did he? And my sister was just as bad as I remember her being, wasn't she? So I was never a mother. Isabella was Begonia's son all along. Does that make you sad, Ezri? I thought you didn't want children. I didn't. But you made them real. Even though I never liked them, Why would you do that? You said that you wanted to make me happy. Why even put that damn family there to begin with? I spent my whole life, hated by them. Why would you make me believe that I wasn't? Why would you give me power over them for the first time? Why would... Power? That's what you actually wanted, right? You wanted to be the one to tell them to go to hell. Like they did to you all your life. Revenge. That's the real gift I gave you. Ah yes, revenge. The true moral of the story. Out of the goodness of my big old heart. Metaphorically speaking, since I don't actually have one. It wasn't your choice to make. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to be. But this, don't try to tell me that you did this for me. No one has ever done anything for me. No one has ever asked what I want. I didn't choose to be born the way I was. I didn't choose to be made an outcast, or disinherited in favor of my younger sister, or to be left alone. You did. Perhaps not directly, but stuff leads to other stuff, Ezri, and this is where your choices took you. You're a piece of shit. What do you say? You are a piece of shit. You ungrateful little insignificant ant! After everything I've done for you, you don't know how much work I had to do. How tough it is to be me. How much I love you. How hard is it to get rid of the humans who find out too much about me? What? Someone who found out too much. You killed your apprentice, didn't you? When she saw your white clothes. Saw you. Oh, you're too smart for your own good, Ezri. The little Rem, the cute painter, got too curious. So, saw just a bit too much. But, it's all good. The cursive face is mine now, so she'll never be forgotten. Okay. What? Hey, I had to do it, out of necessity. It would be so bad my existence was probably real to humans. But like everyone. You. I'm bored of you now. I can't forgive you for breaking my little heart like you just did. However, you're already dead, so I can't kill you again. Well, I'll just have to turn you into one of them. Huh? You'll be my shadow. No one will be able to see what you look like. You would remember the things I want you to remember. So, not too little, not too much. You'll be a shapeless being living out your days in that other place. This hurts me more than it hurts you, Ezri. Bastard. So this is how it ends. A life full of shit, and now an eternity even more shit. Yep. But there's a small silver lining for you. Once I start turning you, there'll be a few minutes where you're technically between worlds. It's hard to explain, so bear with me, okay? For just a few moments, you can see and do whatever you want. Think of it like your last wish. Though you don't deserve it, it's rightfully yours. You mean I can? Oops, you're turning into a shadow already, Ezri. Better make that little window time count. What No, I can't. I don't understand. I don't... Where am I? Did I go back in time? There's nothing here. Only... Grandson? Hi! Oh. In the end, it seems like you're not so different from everyone else after all. What? Well, this is your last wish. To meet us all one last time. That is, the versions of us that you always wish us to be. Is this really what I want? Grandmother, don't you know? Whatever one really wants in the end is to be loved for who they are. For what it's worth, Grandmother, I think you're pretty cool. Voluminious. Bye. Mama, Isabello, please listen to me. I may not have actually been your son, but I like to think that if I were, well, I think you could have taught me about what it's like to go through life being different. I never got to just be myself. I was forced to study all day and all night, and I hated it so much. What I really wanted to be was a musician, you know. A musician. An amusing thought, I know. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's easy for others to say that you need to make a change, that you should get off your ass, or that you should try to be more positive. Change is hard. Still too many people don't realize that simple truth. And more still will never hear the words like these that could perhaps change them for the better. You did your best, Mama. I'm not sure I did. Farewell. My love. Can't do this. I can't look you in the eyes now that I know the truth. You never loved me. Why? Why didn't you love me? I was always better than her. I know that you knew that too. So why? Life is complicated. And all of this is just your imagination, remember? Who's to say how things really were? Perhaps I never loved Begonia, desired you from afar. Or perhaps I was the same as her. I know you weren't. You always asked me how I was. You called me that one time. You even defended me. More than once. No one else in my life ever did that much for me. And that is the charter you should remember. For all intents and purposes, I am he. Then, can you say it? One last time. I love you, Ezrebeth. I love you too. Please don't leave. Oh, too bad. I must, though it greatly pains me. How could it be painful for you when you're not even real? How's that work? That's not entirely true, now is it? Because you're experiencing this right now. Charter wisdom. All the way to the end. That's right. Adieu, my love. Sister Tears. Why did you do it, Begonia? Why did you treat me the way you did? I was afraid. Always afraid. But I often regretted things. All the way to the end when I found out that you had died alone and impoverished. And though this isn't an excuse, all I can say is I ran to a wall. If I attempted to salvage what remained of you, us, our relationship, well, it would have costed me too much. Selfish, I know, but it's the truth. The rumors surrounding you were too much, and knowing my part in creating them will always be my biggest shame. Is that really what you felt, or are we just making this up to ease the pain? I'm just a mirage, Ezrebeth. But if I can believe it, then maybe you can too? That makes no sense. True, but then again, does anything. Good point. Hey, Did you know that some people believe that when we die, we get to live our lives in the beginning again, over and over until we eventually perfect them? I never heard about that, no. It's true, though. I'm going to make you a promise. If we get to live our lives again, if I get to see you again, even for just a single day, then every fiber of my being will be committed to making things right. I'll share your burdens. I'll learn about your gift. I'll take your side against mother and father. I'll be the sister you never had. Ganya. I promise you. I promise. Ganya? Oh, too bad, because all of them are not real. Time has come, Ezri. Hope you made your last moments count, because they're about to be history. Fine. But first, you can't possibly believe that you're good. Whatever being you are, whatever your purpose is, I might not be the right person to ask when it comes to how one should treat others. But hell, even I know that you're a damn shitty bastard. Keep telling yourself that you're doing this for humans or whatever justification you want to use. But an asshole recognizes other assholes. So trust me when I say that you are one. Shadow Human says what? What? It's so... Anyway, I don't know. Much better. A visual improvement if you ask me. Now let's take you for a test drive. Oh, what's your name? Ezrebeth? What do you like? Booze, hilarious puns on people's names, and bad words in general. And what do you remember of your past? People were shitty to me, so now I'm shitty to others. Perfect. Oh, Seems like you have some of those powers left still somehow. I bet he will appreciate that. That way he'll owe me a favor. That's never a bad thing, is it? Having favors to cash in on. Shut up, you damn cow. What? You trying to be shit, or does it come naturally to you? Yeah, you just have to do. I am such a dang good god. Alright. Kind of like a bad ending, but there you go. Messed up, to be honest. It turned into like a weird comedy, tragic, dark comedy at the end there, where the protagonists just can't do anything about their situation because they're already dead and they're being trolled by God. It's like, what? What was the moral of the story there? I don't know. Also music, which I hope is not DMCA. And copyright claimed on YouTube, so I'm gonna keep talking just in case. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the ending was like, what? It's like I don't know. Yeah, what I originally thought this game was gonna be about is like it's gonna be some kind of like kind of like a what's that movie? I forget the name of the movie, but the Scrooge or whatever, right? The Christmas ghosts, of past, present, and future. It's gonna be something like that, like maybe a twist on that, where like the whole point is that she's supposed to reflect on her past life and actions, and then as it turns out, she just goes back in time and then she acts nice or whatever, instead of being a horrible person, I guess, is the idea. So it's gonna be something like that, a Christmas story. Was it like is it called Christmas Story or something like that? But as it turns out, no. I thought that was the direction, but no. Actually, as it turns out, it was just God trolling a dead person. So yeah, I mean, no, I don't know how I feel about the story. Like, kind of ends on a sour note. To be honest, unless there's a bit more. Little brother, are you here? I hate it when you're late. Don't make me punish you. Oop. I am not your brother. And even if I were, I'd certainly not be the smaller sibling. Let's not get into that whole thing again, eh? You know that I'm so much stronger than you. At any rate, I thoroughly despise this place, so kindly tell me why you brought me here post-haste. Should I take that personally? You may take it any way you like. Is that right? Anywho, I brought you something. I'm sure you'll like it, you're gonna owe me. It's a shadow with some strange powers. I thought you could have some fun with her over in Purgatory. I see. How awfully considerate to throw me such a generous bone. You do know how easily I get bored. Of course I do. What kind of big sister would I be if I didn't? You aren't. Well, then if that's all. Don't you want to hear about what I've been up to? I can't say that I do. You're no fun. Our individual ideas of fun differ quite substantially. We're deities, brother. We're allowed to let loose. Who's gonna stop us? The fact that humans are lesser beings is indisputable, of course. However, that's not what I'm referring to. It's you, constantly crossing lines. Applying your, how should I put it, perceived goodwill. I wasn't aware we had lines to cross. You'll teach me more about that someday, hmm? I suppose. Incidentally, the shadow. It's the Caceres woman, yes? That's right. Hmm. The youngest one passed recently. Given your experience with her, you might be interested in having a look at him as well. The youngest? As in the child. Bad luck. Okay. I remember when we did the psychic touch on Vol, I guess. It was implied that he was going to die, so... Yes, well, he's not a child anymore. Let's just say that you might find him entertaining. He's right up your alley, as it were. And with that, my debt is paid. Hey, you don't get to decide. And honestly, it's either you or ya. Choose one. You or ya? Oh, yeah, he was talking about, yeah, You should be more consistent in your use of human grammar after all that time spent in their company. Are you trying to get on my nerves? You shouldn't forget who you're talking to, little guide. Trying to get on your nerves. I'd say that I'm quite clearly succeeding, or rather, trying to get on your nerves. Yeah. Toodles. Okay, bye, Sharon. The person that ferries people over the river Styx, I assume, maybe. I don't know. Possibly. Well, such a rowdy little brother. They're gonna have a real talk with him someday. But for now, it's time to welcome young Voluminous to his new and shiny afterlife. Alright. Very kind of religious game, you know, in terms of like there's an afterlife and everything. But yeah, Pit Stop in Purgatory. I know about that. So apparently this is actually a prequel to their other game, which I don't know. I think they made it before. So it's like this is a prequel made after their other game, Pit Stop in Purgatory, which I don't know if I'll check out. It's $5. It's a pretty long one though, so I don't know. It depends. I wonder if it's like, is it more of the same or is it? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll look it up and see if it's something I would like. But for now though, that's the end of this story. Again, it ends in a kind of like a sour note though. You know, it doesn't need to be like a super happy ending, but it does feel like a hopeless ending. You know, it's kind of like this is all a lie and you suck. Basically, I was like, wow, kind of depressing. But there you go. I mean, overall, though, despite the ending, it was intriguing. The mystery definitely got me somewhat invested. I mean, time loop stories are interesting to me. It's pretty simple in terms of gameplay, though. But I guess I do appreciate the fact that you had to click on stuff. You know, just a little bit, just other than just pure visual novel. But it really is just mostly visual novel. You just click on stuff and it's like just exhaust dialogue, and that's kind of it. You know, there's no real like gameplay, I guess. You know, in terms of actually figuring out the mystery. But no, I guess it's interesting enough. I gotta say though, the UI and everything, the way the game is made, and you know, is very professional. The appearance, the art, you know, the background. However, I would say, I mean, the only thing I would say is the CG of the house. You know, looks kind of weird in the sense that it's just kind of lower quality than everything else, but maybe that's intentional, you know, in a way, because everything's fake, right? At least the outside of the house. Inside the house looks fine. It's just the outside of the house. It looks like kind of a giant cube. I don't know. It just looks weird to me. I don't know why, but everything else looks. I mean, the art style is interesting. I don't know. It's more detail. You know, it's not really anime, I would say, except maybe the boy because he's drawn in a cutesy way, but. It's interesting how they draw the adults, you know, which I feel like is a bit different. When people always try to draw adults, you know, in an anime, it just never looks right unless they go for a more realistic depiction. Is what they did. So I don't know what you call the art style. It's not. I don't know if it's anime or not, but I mean it's just Western art style, I guess. But it looks nice. It looks interesting. And the writing, you know, is like is good. In terms of technical, technical aspect of it. There's no like spelling mistakes or anything. I mean, I just expect that of indie games, I guess. But I don't know. Everything about this game, it feels very polished. I mean, obviously, it feels like a real game. Basically, I feel like it feels like a real vision novel. But yeah, I'm the only thing is like it just kind of ends weirdly. The tone of the game kind of flips a little bit. It just got really silly, and like the god character is just an asshole, and it's like that's the point. I don't know. They're not even. I don't know. They're not even redeemable. They're just like full on, just like you suck. Okay, they're like it's like when you're playing a Dungeons and Dragons game, and the DM is just like rocks fall, you die. It's like okay. And then like why? And they're like, screw you, get trolled, idiot. I don't know. It's like they're just mean. So it just ends kind of abruptly. But yeah, maybe it's like maybe you get more out of it if you play the other game. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe the Ezrebeth character, maybe she appears in the other game, possibly, maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. No idea. I don't know. Because I'm just hoping that she actually gets like a good ending, at least in some way. I guess at least in this story, karma doesn't exist, but it'd be nice if that god character, RT, actually got what's deserved, or gets what's coming at them, because they're just incredibly like I want them to die, or not, maybe not die, but like I want them to like suffer the consequences of their actions like a lot. That's the character that when you write a character like that, like you want like it like enrages the audience because the audience wants them to like fail, but like in this story it just feels like that's it. We don't expand on that any further. So I don't know if they appear in the other game or not. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, that's my sticking point. That's like it feels half of a story because of that. But I guess that's not the point. Maybe it's just to it's just to it was just to experience what Ezrebeth was experiencing. The main character was experiencing, which is being stuck in some kind of weird, simulation. I feel like that's my other theory as well. Like I felt also like a simulation because of all the static. So I was thinking maybe she's stuck in like actually stuck in like a VR or something, or like I don't know, not VR, but some kind of stuck in some kind of simulation for some reason. But I guess not. I don't know. It is kind of like it feels weird. Like if a character is already dead, I don't know. It just feels. I don't know what the word is. Depressing, but not necessarily. Like I don't know. It feels like anything you do just doesn't matter. It feels like any whatever stake you had in the story at the end of the day just doesn't matter. I guess because they're already dead, right? So that's what it feels like to me. I don't know. And then I don't know what the rules of the universe, of this story is. It's like, is there anything else you could do when she's a shadow? I don't know. Anyway, I'm just left wanting like like an actual conclusion, but it felt like a conclusion just felt like there's still more. That's what it feels like. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, anything else? I guess that's it. I don't know. I mean, again, very very polished game. I guess subjectively for me, I mentioned before, I wish there was a little bit more of a mystery aspect to it. A little bit more of a, when you draw conclusions or whatever. I wish there was a question at the very least to like combine the clues together. Phoenix Wright basically, right? Or Danganronpa, like a little bit of that would be nice. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. A little bit of interactivity, so like the player can feel like they did something, But other than that, I guess that's it. But yeah, I mean, very well polished game. Again, I feel weird about this game though. It's good. Like, objectively speaking, this is a good visual novel. But like, subjectively, I just felt the story was like, it wasn't written badly. It just felt like the direction it went just made me like feel empty. It's like it doesn't feel satisfying, right? I think that's what it is. I felt like it just wasn't satisfying to me for some. I don't know. Maybe that's the point. But like, man, I wanted like. Maybe not like a happy ending, but like something, something that like would like, I don't know, something for her life to have some kind of meaning. You know, I don't know. But like when you think about it, it's just like she just had a horrible life and she died, and now she got pranked by like God, and then that's it. You know, it's like what? That's it. I don't know. That just sucks. Anyway, but I guess that's it for Ezrebeth, a holiday Mindfudge. You know, ironically, the swear is censored in the actual title. You know, even though she swears a lot. I don't. Has she ever said fuck? I don't know if she ever said fuck, the F word. I don't know. I don't remember. She says shit a lot. Shit. I feel like shit is like less offensive than fuck though. I feel like, shit is just shit. Anyway, but yeah, that was it for this game. Pretty interesting. Pretty well made. I would say that's the thing that stands out to me the most. It's like very, very well made in terms of like professionalism. I wonder, obviously, the studio that made this. I wonder. I don't know. I just like wonder. I wonder how much like past experience they have. Because this doesn't seem like their first project at all. I mean, I know they have made the other game, but feels like they have a lot of experience actually. Anyway, but yeah. What would I usually? Oh yeah, I usually sign off. I guess if you're on YouTube, you didn't know, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have other playthroughs on the channel, so you can look for those if you want. I don't know if I'll play the other game. It's a big commitment. I'll see about that. I don't know, maybe in the future. Who knows? But there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.